Okay, family, I'm back at the house, and I'm getting ready to get in the bed because I'm just weak as all get out. But first, um, let me tell you guys what happened to me. Um, at the beginning of the tape, you'll see where we got to the facility, checked in, and everything was fine. Went to the back. They got me gowned up and all that stuff. Then they told us that my surgery was going to be behind because it was some other people. It was another surgery before me, and they were running a little late. So, I had just basically be a little patient. So I was like, cool, no problem. So anyway, my doctor and the full surgical staff came in, and they introduced themselves and to me and Kenny, and let us know this is how long it's going to be and this, that, and the other, and all that stuff. So anyway, they told him, go and give her a kiss goodbye. We're going to take care of her, and we'll notify you. It's going to take about 4 hours. So as they roll me down the hallway, they give me a shot of Versed. I don't know if you guys know what Versed is, but Versed is it's like a Twilight type of thing, but it also makes you like real giggly. It makes you real giggly, like everything's funny before they give you the propofol. Okay, so they gave me that. I got in there in the operating room and get on the operating bed on the table, and of course, so you're able to scoot yourself over to get on there. So I did that. They put the oxygen mask on my face and told me to breathe, count backwards from 20 to 1. So I think I got to about 16 maybe, and I was out. So this was Wednesday, about 2:30 in the afternoon. About Thursday, it was Thursday, say around, I don't know, 6 or something in the evening, I wake up. Now, while I was asleep, I saw my mom. My mom was there, and she was rubbing like on my arm. And my dad was like standing in like he was standing in like the doorway, and he was telling my mom, Beatty, excuse me, he was telling my mom, Beatty, let's go. And so she was like, well, wait a minute, I need to tell Tina something else. I got to tell her something. So my mom's mouth was moving, but her voice was like muted. So the last thing that she said to me was babies. I still don't know what that means. So then, after my mom was walking away, and I reached my hand out to try to stop her, but before I can do all that, boom, she just turned away and literally like vanished. And it was then that I opened my eyes up, because I began to try to call her. So I opened my eyes up, and here is 14 lab coats in my room. Kenny was at my feet. My doctor was on my right side, and then the room was filled with other faces that I really didn't know. So they're telling me that, y'all gotta get in the bed, come on close. They're telling me that, basically I had died. I died 2 times, and they brought me back. You might want to come in the middle. I died 2 times, and they brought me back. It was crazy, y'all, because when I woke up, they're telling me that they're giving me 8 units of blood, right? They're giving me 8 units of blood. And so, I have this, I was on a vent, so if anybody that has a little medical background, you know that you have tubes and whatnot in your throat, and I was still incapacitated, so I had the hard one that goes all the way down and into your esophagus. So, into your bronchial. So anyway, I was in bad shape, like for real. And I'm in a panic because everybody's running around the room like she's awake, but yet nobody's telling me nothing, and then I start trying to pull at this thing, and so they begin to restrain me. And at this point, I'm hyperventilating, and I begin to just throw up. So they gave me a shot of something, which basically just had me just laid out, like boom. So when they did that, I was like, oh my God, something is going on, something is not right. So my doctor speaks up and she says, well, Tina, the surgery didn't go very well. Actually, we had a major problem, a setback in the surgery, and your aorta was severed. So, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, there are 4 chambers to the heart, left and right atrium, and left and right ventricular. So, the aorta to my heart was severed. Now, my thing is, if they're telling me that they're going to do my surgery laparoscopic, which means you get an incision on each side of your belly, and then it's a Da Vinci robot that also assists in the surgery, and that's where the recording comes from, because they videotape and all that stuff while the robot is in there, and they get a clear eyes view as to what's going on inside. They do an overview of your system before they start cutting. That's what they're supposed to do. But in my particular case, I don't know what the error was, but I'm going to show you what the end result was. Can you see from there, Amanda?
No, I gotta come closer.
This is the end result. They cut my stomach from up here, can you see it? All the way down to here. Can you see all of that? Okay. They gave me over 60 staples. And when they brought me to the hospital, they hadn't even closed me up. They had me packed on ice until they can, basically they took everything out. All my intestines and everything, trying to find where the blood was coming from. And when they found out it was the aorta, then, they start, after they repaired it, then they start putting all your mesentery back in, but your stomach is kind of fussy. And when you get to bothering your intestines, it takes a while for it to come back to life. So anyway, y'all, I prayed and I cried and I prayed and I cried because I'm like, how in the hell could this have happened? They reassured me that everything is going to be fine, that I won't have nothing to worry about, and that, everything was a go, and it wasn't. So, I'm going to cut this tape because I don't know how long it's going over. What's the time?
9:29.
Okay, I'm going to cut this tape because I only got to go up to 10 minutes. So, and then I'll cut it, and then I'll come back with the other part of it. Alright, guys.